All right, let's go. Of course, right when I'm about to go on stream, they decide to go down for maintenance. Checks out. I need to adjust this mic, dude. Oh man, I'm fucking beat. Ugh, tired. I just switched over to Bama, dude. I couldn't take it anymore, man. This is so much better doing it this way. I just sit here, I blink through the map, everything dies behind me. So much better this way. It's a better way to live. Better life. We will be specking over here to Flickerstrike very soon, though. We're like, I don't even know. Can we use the Dendro bait yet? I need to switch over to Feral's Fur and to Arakali, so I'll be like level 69, I think. I don't know. Maybe we will wait until. Maybe I'll pay for another 5-way or something, and then just get to like 84 or something like that. I don't know. It seems like I might need to get pretty up there before I can even swap over to this build setup that I want. I mean, maybe we could do like a different type of Flickerstrike until then. But I was cutting it pretty goddamn close with this POB, so we'll see. We'll see if it works. I am going to have to dump the Mage Blood, though, too. So the Mage Blood's not going to be included in this build. Which sucks, because the Mage Blood, like, solves so many issues, like, as far as resistances, it solves, like, defenses, it solves onslaught. There's just so many things it solves. But we'll see. I also want to do this new, like, Vol tech that I was talking to Dreamcore about today, and that shit looks fucking dope, dude. I want to make, like, all sorts of Vol, I want to make all sorts of Vol builds now. Doing the Vol Ground Slam Bleed build. That seems like it'd be fucking cool. Damn, dude, what the fuck? What's going on with my... I need a better bow. Yeah, Bendy, it is, man. Dude, my single target damage is absolute dog shit. I think I just need to get like an elemental bow. Elemental bow would probably be the way to go instead of trying to go poison with this, because I'm just going to get so much more damage out of it. I think I'm going to switch over to... I'll probably just go lightning. We'll switch out right now. I was just saying that the build that I'm going to put together is not going to be using a Mage Blood, so we're going to... There we go. Now that's more like it. whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, whoops. I thought I had my stash open. I also want to try. What up, internet? I'm gonna I want to try to do vol cold snap now with that other with the new cold the new vol skill gem. Dude, I have like so many ideas that I want to do now with that vol gem. It's pretty crazy. All right, we need to get. No, I didn't. I didn't mean to do that, dude. Where are we at? That's minion life. We need minion damage. We need volatility. We need added lightning damage. And then we can get. Oh, I guess I could do elemental damage with attacks too. Ice Crash of Cadence? Yeah, it's good. It's good. There is a build actually, I believe it's Ice Crash. That's a one-shot Uber build. I can't remember, dude. Hold on, let me look it up for you real quick. Yeah, 6 billion damage. Oh, no. Sorry, it's Crushing Fists. That's what it is. This one's 6 billion damage. You should check it out. It's fun. Here, I'll be right back. Man, this fucking cold is like lingering, dude. It's driving me crazy. My nose is just constantly running. Okay. All right, we are going to. All right, that's more like it. There we go. Much better. Not yet. Almost. I just need... I can't switch over until I have like an easy way to generate frenzy charges. And in order to do that, I need to get Feral's Fur. I mean, there's other ways I guess I could do it, but this is the easy way. just getting Feral's fur and then aspect of the cat. So we need to get a few more levels before we can do that. And then also we need to get Arakali's fang. And then we're gonna have to craft the dagger. And I'm trying to think. I got to relook at the POB that I put together. I want to say we should be good at that point though. There's just a few more levels, dude. I might do a 5-way once I get to maps, just to get up to like level 80. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We might if it's decent, we might just map it. I tried to do it today, dude. I was just so slammed today. I did the podcast, 5-way Legion. So usually people do a service. You ever seen trade chat where people say 5-way in trade? That's what they mean. You get invited to a party. They keep resetting the 5-way circle in Legion, and it just keeps it's like 10,000 kills. And they just stand in the circle and they kill everything. Usually with like kinetic blast or something. And then you just sit there and you just get leveled up. It's like a leveling service that you pay for in the game. Usually like 6 or 7 divines, but one will get you to like level 80 something. I think if you start at level 69 and you get in like a 10,500 kill one, it'll get you to like level 83 or 84 if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, it levels you up pretty quick, and it's like 20 minutes per 5-way. So I mean, if you can sit there for like 40 minutes, I mean, you get up to like level 90 something, 93, I think. To me, it's worth it because I don't know, especially if I'm trying to run a build where I obviously can't put it together until way later anyway, just because of the setup. But then again, that cripples me from putting together like some sort of leveling POB for it or anything. So I don't know. I typically don't do that with like league starters and shit. If I'm trying to put together a build, like a build guide, I'll try to find something that you can level with, and then something you can get into maps with, and then respec once you have to, or once you're able to. I did another podcast today, guys, with Dreamcore. You guys should check it out. It was really good. Nice. Yeah, I got like a bunch of new ideas, dude, from that podcast earlier of what I want to put together next. Especially if this build doesn't end up working out, which it might not, but we're going to attempt it. And I have like a bunch of new ideas. Oh, for sure. Yeah, the flask crafting is the way to go. You can literally just craft your way to a mage blood if you want. You don't even have to go farm anything. You just sit there and craft flasks all day until you get a mage blood. It works good for me because usually what I do, like, normally when I'm working during the day and shit, I'm just like on the phone. So I'll just sit and I'll have one monitor open and I'll just be like crafting flasks while I'm on the phone, like making sales. And then by the time I'm done with the day, I'll have like 100 flask craft. And depending on where we're at in the league, then it could be like anywhere from 100 to anywhere from like actually like a 50 to 400 divines, depending. It was so funny, dude. When I made that video, people are trying to argue with me about the definition of passive income. I was like, dude, what do you think passive income is? You make an initial investment of money or time, and then you make money off of it. Like, what else would you call that? I don't know. It's so funny. People are so weird, dude, in comments. They're just like make comments just to make comments. It's pretty fucking hilarious. I say that because you can just put all your flasks for sale and then go map. So you're also making currency from that and then passively selling the flasks in your shop. And this is why we switch over to Bama, guys, because this just makes it so much smoother, dude. So much smoother. And we are done with Act 8. We are done. Yeah, like, well, once you get down with like crafting the flasks, you kind of get an idea of what's worth what, and then you could just use Awakened POE trade to just get like a gauge. I never use like exactly what it says on Awakened POE trade. I'll price it somewhere in between the minimum and maximum that are listed, and then sometimes I'll switch the stats at the top to see what exactly the ones that I rolled are selling for. You can always price them a little bit more, and if they don't sell, you could just reduce the price like day after day until they do. That's a really good way to do it, at least in my experience. Let's get done with this act. We gotta go do the other Ascendancy too right now. Dude, Bama's so powerful. I'm curious to see if there's anything we can do with these new... Oh, we can, dude. I fucking forgot. Holy shit, I can't believe I forgot about this. We can get the new congregation support. I believe that's what it's called. Let me see. Yes, this is it. We can use this to try to make an updated Bama build. We have 4 clones. I'm pretty sure that'll work like that. Well, 4 and 4. It's very possible that that would change the game because they did nerf it pretty bad. Yeah, Bama's minion tag. It plays like a bow build, but it's a minion skill. But there's other cool shit you can do with it, like making it like solely lightning focused. There's ways to make it to where your prismatic clones only fire lightning. You just go like all lightning pretty much. And with the new congregation support, like having 4 and 4 would be pretty nuts, dude. I think I might do like a decent amount of damage. I don't know though. I'd have to POB it out and see. This is like by far one of my favorite builds to play, or used to be before the nerf. Let's go do this Ascendancy real quick. Oh, shit. Maybe some more life regen, too. Alright. Maybe we'll go play it on the well, I don't know, probably not play it on the Guardian, but we can play it on the we'll just go back to playing it on the Necromancer if we do try it out. Oh damn, I didn't even think about that, using it for SRS. So how many summon Raging Spirits do you get with that? What would that be? Like 28 or something like that, right? 27? And then if you use the what is that the other helmet called? The dark is it the Dark Monarch? There's another one that gets let me pull it up real quick. There's another helmet that gives you yeah. So the Dark Monarch, I wonder what do they have Raging Spirits? Damn, bro. You got the Dark Monarch with minion number from a Raging Spirits is doubled. You could have 56. You could have 56 Raging Spirits. If you did that with a poison setup, holy fuck, dude, would that be nuts? I wonder if it works like that. It has to. I mean, well, maybe it would be like 46. Well, I don't know. It depends, dude. Like, it depends on if it's going to count the number with the congregation support or without it. I'm pretty sure it'll count it with it, but... It's definitely something to look into if you're playing SRS. I bet you get that shit pretty cheap, too. Let's see if it's on here. Yeah, you can get it right now for 14 chaos. But then the problem is you can't have any other minions besides Raging Spirits. But holy shit. I bet you anything. Let's see. Dude, people have to be using this right now. They have to be. Let's see. How many people are playing that build? Let's see. Summon Raging Spirits. Congregation. Dark Monarch. Oh shit. Nobody's playing that? What? I don't believe that, dude. I don't believe that. So it might not work that way. I don't know. You might want to test it out, though. Just saying. Because if you can do that, and you can not have any other minions, like, who cares? If you have 46 Raging Spirits, I mean, you could just spec in. You could just become more tanky, dude. You don't have to. You don't have to have other minions. You could just spec into defense. Like if you have that many Raging Spirits, especially if you're doing like a poison setup or something, you don't. You don't need anything else. I don't believe that nobody else is running that though. I just don't. I can't. Unless it just doesn't work. It might not work that way. I don't know. But it might be worth it just to spend the 14 chaos and just check it out. If nobody's... Dude, if that works, I'm playing that next. 100%. And I'm going to play it on a Guardian. Well, actually, no, I don't know. I probably wouldn't play it on a Guardian. Maybe a Necromancer. Because then you get the offerings and shit. Then you get like max block. That helps you get to max block once you can apply your offerings to yourself. See, this is the problem with this league, dude. There's just so many... There's so many build ideas that I want to test out. Alright, we need to go with... Do there any frost blinks in here? There we go. Just fucking throw this in here. Nope. Yeah, you don't necessarily need the summon Raging Spirits to like take damage for you. Because you can just, if you're just focusing on Raging Spirits, you can put in all sorts of auras into your build. You just build on defense from there. Focus on like armor, max block, a ton of life regen. That's why I would really consider picking the Guardian to do it with, but I don't know. Necromancer does have a lot of good buffs for minions, but and then you can also apply the offerings to yourself. So maybe it would be advantageous to do the Necromancer, but Guardian is also a really good choice for it. This is actually one of the first builds I ever played, SRS Guardian. It was fun. But then they also run into the problem of if you have that many raging spirits, is how long is it going to take you to stay at max? Like how many times are you going to have to click that in order to stay at max raging spirits? I started in Trials of the Ancestor. So I started a little bit later than everybody else. So 3.22. I had a big, I don't know, it wasn't really a roadblock. I was kind of a little bit intimidated by the game just because I like to kind of figure things out by myself. And I tried to do that at first and then I failed. And then I came back in Affliction League and followed a build guide, and then I've been stuck ever since. I have almost 5,000 hours in this game too. It's crazy. Damn, where the fuck is this thing at? Oh, is this that other little area? Interesting. The little secret areas that they added. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. That's a lot of people, man. A lot of people came over from Path of Exile 2, which I think that's like the best thing that happened to PoE 1 was PoE 2. Because it keeps just seeding people into the game, like newer players, people that didn't like either gave up on it or just didn't want to, you know, didn't want to take the time to learn it. But then they started playing PoE 2 and got stuck. And then, you know, once that gets stale, the league's been out for a little bit, they go over here. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to try out all the stuff that I want to try out this league, though. just go for it, I guess. Can always come back. Yeah, give me a. If you end up trying out that dark monarch helmet, let me know if that works. Yeah. I mean, there might be like a Reddit thread on it, actually. I could search it out and see. I'm really surprised that nobody is on PoE Ninjas using that. That seems like that would be a no-brainer, but maybe there's some other thing that I'm not seeing or understanding. Other than the fact that you can't have other minions with it, but still, if you had that many... I'll be right back. I use the restroom real quick. Damn, these people hosting these gold farms are like, what up, Dress? These people hosting these gold farms are coming up, dude. 15 div for a run? Holy shit. For 4 million gold? Crazy. That could have been us, man. Could have been us. Yeah, unfortunately, dude. Nobody wanted to run them with me. Is what it is. I'll just run heist. Go make 30 divine an hour over there. Dude, we were just talking right now about that congregation support and just all the busted shit you could do with it. Dude, after doing that podcast with Dreamcore earlier, I have like literally like 10 new builds that I want to try out. It's ridiculous, dude. I'm never gonna end up having any time for myself. I'm just gonna be trying to make builds in this game for like the next month. Nope. Never, dude. I'm a lifer. I'll never stop playing this game, dude. Unless they just, like, stop, like, developing it or something. Just all, it's a possibility. It just goes into maintenance mode. But I don't even know, dude. If they even stopped making leagues, I still would probably play it. Come back and play it every now and then. It would just end up like Diablo 2, where I just play it every now and again, but... How the profit mechanic works with Heist, never really got into it. Well, you just get a bunch of... Well, now, with the Mirage mechanic, you would just get a bunch of enchanted blueprints, the ones with experimented bases on it, and you just run those. That's the way to profit this league, but normally you just get single-wing blueprints and just run them. Then you sell the bases. There's other shit you can find in there too, like replica items that are worth a lot. I think replica Alberon's Warpath. I'm not sure what that's worth this league, but it's usually worth a decent amount. Let's see. Yeah, it's worth like 15 divine right now. Just kind of surprising because of the new enchantments. I would think this would be a lot cheaper. It was a lot cheaper last league. But you can run these blueprints right here. These are the ones you want to run. These ones. Heist targets are always experimented items. Damn, they went down in price too. Holy shit. Oh, that's those are the single wing ones. Never mind. The full reveals are probably a little like 100 chaos more. So it's not that bad. I mean, technically it did go down in price because the chaos to divine ratio is like, I don't know, it's like 386 chaos now for one divine. Well, there's like, you know what a simplex amulet is? So all the high-end bases, like for stat stackers and shit, is in Heist. Helical rings, focused amulets, simplex amulets, that kind of stuff it all comes from Heist. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude, the ground drops have just improved so significantly, dude. It's incredible. The league, this game is in a really good spot right now. I'm just hoping that the next league they do some sort of balance pass on like the ascendancies and stuff, so we can kind of get some different shit to play. But even, I mean, this league's still crazy, dude. With the added exceptional gems and stuff, it's very cool. My next, I don't know, dude. I keep going back and forth. What do I want to play next? And I haven't even put this build together yet. I either want to play a Vol Ground Slam Slayer, a Bleed Slayer, because now you can get 100% uptime on the Vol skill if you can mitigate the downside of the physical damage, or playing something with Congregation. It's a toss-up. I got to POB it out, dude, and see what's going to be more worth it to play, but the Ground Slam one might be fun. I feel like there's too much to be able to engage with. Nah, dude. Nah, this is perfect. You don't need to engage with anything. You don't have to engage with any of it. You could just map if you want to, and just like put something in your map. That's what makes the game so good, is that there is so much stuff to engage with. So like, you're not forced to engage with anything. You kind of just make your own end game, which is in my opinion this is what makes the game so good. Because if I want to run heist and I don't want to map, I don't have to. I could just run heist. If I want to delve, I could just delve. If I want to run ritual, I could just throw it in my map and just run maps and run ritual, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Well, not necessarily though. Like, Connor had a really good take on this. Like, the game's best learned if you just pick one thing and learn it. Like, pick one mechanic that you want to stick with and then just run that. And then next league, pick a different mechanic that you want to learn. And then eventually you get to the point where you can figure out like what is the best like strategy to run. Like the most efficient, like with what you like. You have to balance those two things out. Because if you do want to play in like trade league, you're gonna have to find some way to farm currency. And what I do is always not the most efficient, but it's what I enjoy. Yeah, but I mean, you would though. If you consumed any POE content, like the beginner stuff, you would know that already. Unless you just come in blind, and in that case, if you're doing that, you're already fucked. If you're a new player coming into this, you're not like trying to learn it by consuming any content or reading the wiki or anything, you're fucked. Good luck. I think the game's perfect as it is, man. I want them to add more stuff. Give us more options. I always just do what's fun versus what makes me the most money. Well, you don't need to get them all done though. That's the thing. You just pick which one you like doing the most and then just do it. And then the more you do it, the more currency you're gonna make. Try out all the different mechanics and then find which one you enjoy doing the most and then find a strategy on how to farm it. Like, what do you enjoy doing in the game so far? You had to, dude. Otherwise, you wouldn't make it to endgame. Yeah, that's what I do, dude. I like heist a lot, so I like farm heist. That's it. No matter what, even if it's not in this league, I just farm heist. Even though I'm only making like 10 divine an hour for the most part. Every now and again, I'll get like a 200 divine drop, and it's like, okay, cool. And I go buy myself a mage blood, and then done. You know what I mean? I'll just like fuck around. I'll just keep going back and forth. Then I'll like that's the way I like to play this game. I like to farm up a bunch of currency, put together a build, and then play that for a little bit, and then I'll go back, farm up some more currency, and then I'll go make another build. And I just do that over and over and over again. We're probably going to go back to heist here shortly too, so I can put together some more currency. This build probably won't be too expensive to put together now that I think about it, but it'd probably be good to have at least, at least 100 more divine. Oh, yeah, okay. How come you only play every 4 leagues or so? Well, you could basically, like, that's the thing is, there's not really, like, a bad strategy in the game. There's just, like, less efficient strategies. It's really just whatever you find fun. You'd sit there and fucking farm divination cards all day, and, like, you probably make, like, a decent amount of currency if you find that fun, though. I mean, sometimes, depending on where you're farming and what map, I mean, you could really come up doing that, too. That's the other thing you gotta learn. Oh, shit, dude, I'm tired. All right, we're almost there. Almost to the end. Look at that. Campaign Divine. I'll take it. Dude, you can see you just farm the campaign all day. You'd be fine. Yeah. I feel that. I do the same thing, man. I just like the base game, so I don't really like the league. Doesn't really bother me. Like even during the year-long league that we had, I still just played. I still had fun playing, even though it was the same league mechanic. Obviously, some leagues are better than other for like currency and stuff, but this is definitely the best spot that I've seen the game in since I started playing. Oof. Yeah, well, you still you still played slams this league, didn't you? Didn't slams got nerfed pretty hard, didn't they? Yeah. We were talking earlier about the new gem, the new Vol gem. Looks pretty fucking nuts. You can just have like 100% uptime on Vol ground slam as long as you can mitigate the physical damage. Looks like it might be interesting. I might actually bite the bullet, dude, and play a ground slam bleed build. There's not that many people playing it right now either, which is kind of surprising. I think a lot of people are sleeping on that skill gem, on that support gem. But there's a lot of those that were added in this league, so I mean, I'm assuming it's just gonna, as the league goes on, people are gonna find out what's best. But like that, like the minion packed one is obviously really good. People have already kind of caught on to that. And then the new timeless jewel that they added is absolutely bonkers. You get a ton of fucking flat damage based on your ward. You combine that with like night grip, you end up getting like 35% like flat damage based off of your 35% of your ward is like flat damage. And you combine that with like a pneumatic dagger or something where all damage can poison. I mean, dude, you're talking about something that's kind of busted. Yo, what up? What up? And the cool thing about that is if you're doing a poison setup like that, you wouldn't need to get this super expensive heroic tragedy. Because you wouldn't really be caring about the ward break. You just care about the flat amount of ward that you have. That's where your damage would be coming from. Oh, wait. I can't remember. Hold on. Celestial Mathematics might have ward break on it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. We just looked this up earlier. Yes. Okay. So while you have unbroken ward, your next non-channeling attack, you use yourself breaks your ward to gain added cold damage. Okay. So you need to find a way to mitigate the like constantly restoring your ward, which is, I believe, that there is. No, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, so you would just need like, I guess you would need some to have the Iron Flask game charges. But depending on where you're at on the tree, I think that makes a big difference with how expensive that thing is. Have you tried any of the new holy skills? Well, the new holy skills seem to suck. I don't know. They don't seem to be very good. Oh, damn, dude, hey, Drust, go add that dude on Discord. He said he'd hook you up. He'd pull up to your next stream, dude, with his crew. Why? What's going on tomorrow? The whole crew. Yeah, dude, the whole crew's going to be there. Don't worry about it. All right, we got to do... damn, we fucking fell behind. All right. Oh, the gauntlet. Oh, shit. No, dude, I'm off tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday. I'm not. The gauntlet does not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting a late start. It's all SSF. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'll probably play it. Like, I just won't be streaming. I'll probably play it for a little bit. I really don't think it's going to be fun. I think that ruin mechanic is a lot worse than you guys think. But we'll see. I could be very wrong. Maybe it's just going to be like a normal gauntlet. Dude. Good luck. Is Hillock going to apply ruin when he hits you? Probably. Yep. So, you're going to have to start with a ranged build. Well, at least I will. I'm going to speak for myself. I suck at that fight, especially when he's all giga buffed like that. Good luck. You handle that, dude. I will not be on that melee train with you, that's for sure. I'll be on the SRS train, dude. I'll find something that I can do like SRS into something else. I don't know what I want to play yet. I should probably figure that out, huh? Yeah. Especially when he's giga juiced or what? It's a whole different ball game, dude. I can obviously kill him when you're on the beach, but I killed him. It took me a while to kill him with the Templar. Maybe it'd be different now with the new Holy skill, but dude, what the fuck? Sorry, dude, I got distracted by that message. What the fuck is that message? This streamer is high on fentanyl and just turned into a fucking dinosaur, LOL. Dude, I'm gonna stop streaming on Kick. There's literally no point. I don't have any following on Kick anyway. It doesn't. I was just trying it out. It's just like literally just nothing but lame bots like that. I can't remember that other message we got one day, dude. It was that shit fucking made me crack up. I forgot what they said. They said something off the fucking chain like that. Look at me, I'm a dinosaur, man. I'm so high. It's like I'm a What does that even fucking mean, dude? I've never even heard that before. Dude, I'm so high, I'm like a dinosaur. I've done a lot of drugs, dude. I've never heard that saying before. Just for the record. All right, there it is. Oh, and we got a 5-way right there. Last spot. He said last post. Last post. All right. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Fucking annoying, dude. Account was just created today. All right. All right, we probably need a few more levels. We should go farm the I should go farm this for a second. All right, man, for sure. Have a good night. We got to reset this area. We need to get to at least 67. YouTube folks want to watch on Twitch, come over and sub. Oh, yeah. Drust is trying to start the hype train again. I got to get that fucking hype train going. The hype train notification. It's just going to be you on the train. You're the only one that ever starts the hype train on Twitch. Speaking of which, dude, where the fuck's Fernando been? That dude just like straight disappears, man. It's crazy. I have a sneaking suspicion he's really an AI, dude. I'm not even joking. I was like talking shit and joking around at first, but I really think he's an AI. Because he just like randomly disappears forever, and then he'll just show up one day and be like, "Hey guys." It's very bottish. He's acting super, super body, dude. Maybe he's like an AI. Maybe he's like a Claude agent that just got like, he escaped a Molt book or something. And he just ended up in my chat somehow. And we've just been talking to somebody's AI agent the whole time. Notice how he doesn't ever, like, his notifications are never online. He's never online, even though he is. It never shows that he's online. That's very body, dude. Oh, you think so? You think he got picked up by ICE? That's possible too, dude. That is also possible. Oh shit, we gotta reset this one too. Now we need like, I need like one more level. Actually, no, I need like 2 more levels probably, but we could probably run it after this. Yeah, I had like, it sucks. Yeah, I had no time to play at all today. None. Super fucking busy today. Damn, what's everybody doing? Come over to Twitch. Drust is handing out free subs on Twitch, guys. A good lightning spell skill? Yeah, never really. Well, you could do like, well, I was gonna say you could do like Stormburst totems and then just convert. You can convert the fizz damage to lightning. That's a, but you can't, like, that's not really a starter. Are you talking like right when you get on the beach starter, or starter like a couple levels in? Could use Arc. Arc's decent. Well, damn, look at Drust over there on YouTube trying to farm trying to farm people to give away subs to. That's crazy. Nobody wants to come over. They're loyal, dude. They're loyal to the tube, man. Let's take a look, dude. Let's take a look at POE DB. Let's find you a good lightning skill. It's easy to scale. Do you care if it is a spell or an attack? Ball lightning is really good. Ball lightning of orbiting is really good. It scales very well. Do you care if it's an attack or do you care if it's a spell? Spell. Okay. So let's go up here and hit spell. Let's do lightning spells. All right. I'd say your best bet's probably ball lightning of orbiting, dude. This scale is really good. And it's pretty simple to understand. You don't have to do any like conversion or anything. It's just pure lightning damage. If that's what you're worried about doing the... Yeah, ball lightning of orbiting for sure. And there's a couple of different setups you could do with this. You can do self-cast, which is good still. And then you could also do the... you do like a mana stacking with Archmage. Decent. You could do like cast when channeling. Cyclone. You could do it like that. There's a few different things you could do with it. Connor Converse has a really good setup for this skill in particular. Yeah, that's the other thing too. The new Transfigure gem is Shock Nova Procession. It's supposed to be really good. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, ball lightning of orbiting is really good. Let's try to jump into a 5-way. Damn, I'm out of flasks. Holy shit. Alright, let's see what we got here. Now we'll probably have to just go for the elemental. Ha 300 divines. Yeah, right, dude. Oh, sick. There it is, dude. Thanks for the sub, man. I'm sure that was you, Drust, right, Nate? Right, Drust? Or was that Nathan? Did he sub on his own? Oh, look at that. The Drust train is started. All right. Let's see. There we go. Now we just need to get some chaos res, and we'll hop over here into a 5-way. No, I don't want to go Foulborn. Nah, it was you, dude. I know. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. We're almost at that goal, baby. We're at what, 7 now? Yeah, we're at 7 now. Almost at the goal. All right, let's see. See if we can hop in this. And they immediately left. Nice. Solid. Here we go. Oh shit, I forgot to spec into more life. We need more life. That should be good enough. Yes, my tree is all over the place. Because I'm speccing into all life right now so I can run this 5-way. I had to path over to grab some of the minion nodes so that I could get Bama to work. Can we grab any more? I'll grab these ones right here. That should be good enough. Yeah, my tree is gonna look nothing like that here soon. Because once we get done with this 5-way, then we're gonna respec into the Flickerstrike build. See if we can run it at level 80 or at 84. It should be fine. Dude, it's so much easier, man, than just struggling to go through mapping, and it's a little boost. Yeah. Well, you only get really experience when you have a full party, and you have like a resetter in there, somebody to reset the ring for you. Yeah, I'm gonna be crafting some. I'm gonna craft the dagger and the gloves or the dagger and the helmet. I'll show you the POB right now, so you guys can check it out. So this is what I'm going to attempt to do. So I'll need to craft the rings, and I'll need to craft the dagger and the helmet. Dagger is going to be kind of hard to craft, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm definitely not going to hit T1 Fizz though. That's for sure. That's insanely hard to craft. Damn, dude. Didn't even want a sub. That's crazy. Not even a free sub. No. We're gonna be doing Flickerstrike. We'll see how it feels. We might have to adjust that, but we'll see how it feels. It might have been better played on a Pathfinder, honestly, but we'll see. Worst case scenario, I already have a Ranger leveled up, so if it doesn't play well on the Assassin, we can always switch over to the Pathfinder. Yeah. So do you see how the dude that's not yellow, it keeps going in and out of the circle? That's the resetter. And so he's just going in and out and resetting it every like 7 seconds, I believe. It's like 6 or 7 seconds. And then that resets the mobs. They come down, respawn. And then he's just killing everything around with kinetic blast. And this is how you get experience when you have like a full party doing this. This is also a really good way to level up gems, just so you know. So if there's any kind of gems that are selling for a lot that are, 2120 or whatever, they're selling for a good amount, you could fill up a couple 6 links and come in here, get them all to 2020, and then you can go try to double corrupt them in the temple. Make your money back and then some. That's another way that you can, but that's like, I mean, that's a way to make profit while sitting in a 5-way, but I don't know about doing that over and over again as far as doing that for like a profit strat. Well, it's usually set to permanent allocation, so like whatever drops for you, and then he'll usually go around and pick everything up. I don't even pick anything up in these usually. I I just here for the experience. Every now and then there'll be like a good drop that you can grab. I don't know. For me, it's well worth it. But this is also like a way, if you can find an aura bot to do this with you, you can make a shit ton of currency. Gold farming makes way better currency because you can run the maps faster, but this still makes really good money. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Dude, we gotta play some Grim Dawn. Aren't they coming out with the expansion soon? Scheduled for 2025 or 2026. Wait, that can't be right. It's gotta be coming out soon. Damn, there's really no news on it. That's crazy. in 2031, they'll say 23. It's possible. You never know. I think a lot of people are anticipating this, though. So, I don't know. I think this is going to be the last expansion, I'm pretty sure. Are they going to make Grim Dawn too? Damn, dude, for Grim Dawn 2, you're going to have to wait till 2030 or later. But they said new engine, Grim Dawn 2. Dude, that'll be the fuck. That'll be a good game, I bet. So just around the time that PoE 2 starts really honing in, Grim Dawn 2 will drop. This is like the golden age of being an ARPG player, dude. We have so much good shit to play right now. It's crazy. I want to see what... You know what I want to check out right now? I want to check out... Do they have the gauntlet builds? Let's see. Looks like kinetic fusilade's going to be very, very popular in the gauntlet. But I don't really see how you would make it tanky, though. Well, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of people playing it in hardcore SSF right now. Play it on a champion. Seems like it could be really tanky. Something like this. I might actually play this in the gauntlet. Yeah. That might be the way to go, dude. Kinetic Fusillade Totems is fucking busted. It's so good. Maybe we'll do that. We'll probably do that for the gauntlet. I'm gonna die 55 fucking times before I even get off the beach trying to start with the duelist. Damn, that sucks. Now we're level 77. Are you talking about for the gauntlet or for right now? Oh, okay, yeah. You could do that. I'm pretty sure that you could play, let me see. Damn. Damn, this build looks fucking nuts. Holy shit. Arc Inquisitor. Playing with Vol Arc. Yeah, this is a good way to get to level 100 fast. Just sitting in 5 ways. I mean, it would take you like probably 30 divine to do it. Maybe less. It just depends really on the pricing of the 5 ways at the time you do it. I usually just run like 2 of them, get up to like level 93 or 94, and then I'll just start mapping. But technically you could sit here and get to 100 pretty quickly. Damn, this fool just dropped all these timeless jewels. There's no good ones. Yeah, dude, getting to 100 by yourself is fucking rough. It's pretty rough. I mean, it's obviously doable, especially if you're running Breach or something like that, but it's definitely hard to do. I only have like... I only ever had like 3 or 4 level 100 characters. But the league to do it was... I want to say it was Necropolis League, maybe? It was whenever they had the Domination Scarab of the Teaching, where you could pop a bunch of shrines and then open a bunch of breaches. It was this scarab right here. Yeah, right here, 3.25. That was the league that it was really good. So you would just stack these ones in here. It would give you 30% increased experience gained for every shrine. And so you just put a bunch of those in there. And then you'd put a bunch of... so you put 2 of those in there, so you get 60% experience per shrine. And then you would just you would go in, run all the shrines, get all the shrines, and then you would open up all the breaches. And you could get to level 100 in like a couple of days. It was like, it was no big deal. And they weren't even that expensive for that league either. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, they can get pretty rippy. You need a pretty strong build to do it. Man, I missed that. I missed that Domination the Scarab strat though. That thing was fucking awesome. Just stack as many shrines as you could into your Atlas. You end up getting like 300% experience gainers, and then just a ton of breaches. Nice. Yeah, dude, the flask crafting, you people just sleep on that shit, man. They really do. I'm gonna make another profit crafting video too about like the heist gear. There's a bunch of things you can do. There's like heist gear. You can do like fractured bases. There's like a bunch of different like facets to profit crafting. Pretty straightforward stuff. Anybody can really just pick up on. It's really not complicated. Just takes a minor investment for most of it. That's why it's always best to start with the flasks. Because once you can get like a good pool of currency together, then you can start getting into the other profit crafts. Because sometimes, you know, you need to spend like a div on a base or something, but you'll end up being able to turn it into like 10. Damn, that sucks, dude. I just realized right now that we're going to have the gauntlet tomorrow. So that means that's going to be like a week. I'm probably only going to play for a couple of days, dude. I really want to make this build and put it together. I want to like put a bunch. There's so many builds that I want to try out just in the regular league. So we're probably only going to play the gauntlet for a couple of days. It really depends on how hard it is. If it's like so hard that it's just miserable to play, I'm probably not even going to play it for a day. We'll see. You have to remember, I'm not the best player. I'll probably be able to trade for this gear pretty cheap. So we already got snake bite gloves. We didn't get ferals yet. We have our Akali's Fang. I think the most expensive thing will probably be the Light of Meaning. See, one 5-way got us 20 levels. Maybe 21. It's not bad. Definitely worth it. All right, there it is. There it is. All right, it's respec time. That was the 5th one, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. All right. Let's dump all this shit out of here. Save the 6th link. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Trying to keep these flask tabs empty. Dude, I'm so bad at emptying out my my tabs at the end of the league. All right, let's see. Let's respec first. Do the tree first. All right. Might run out of currency, but we'll see. We should be good though. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's see. All right. Okay, that's good. Take this off, this off. So we need to go for daggers first. We gotta go charisma. We gotta find it. We gotta get up to 100%. Oh, we're at, okay, we are at 100%. I was gonna say for perfect agony, we have to have 100% crit chance. So, let's see. We gotta go for this attack speed node right here too. Damn, there's gotta be a better way to do this for non-vol skills. Let me see if there's a better node. No, there isn't. Oh, shit. I could have sworn that there was another mastery for that, but I guess there isn't. We will have to go with this, even though we're not using projectiles. Okay. What else do we need? What else do we need? So we're going to have to get 100% crit chance before we do the perfect agony swap. So let's do this. Go down here and get accuracy. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything except for the cluster. And then just the other jewel slots. Go for more frenzy charges too. Let's see. All right. Thank God that shit's cheap. See if we can get the links. So I just need 2, 2, and 2. Alright, we gotta go get that Flickerstrike too. I want a chance to poison on it. Damn, that shit's so cheap. We got our Akalis already. Okay, let's link this up real quick. I think I'm gonna do. We could do yeah, we're gonna do assassin mark on hit with. Oh no, wait, we got to put withering touch for the spiders. I forgot. Okay, that's done. So we need to get fortify, unbound ailments. I wonder, how much is greater multi-strike? Is this still expensive? I don't know. Is it? Let's see. That's not bad. Alright, then we got to get fortify. Damn. You get added chaos damage. Cheap. This build's going to be relatively cheap to put together. I think the most expensive thing is going to be crafting the dagger. We might be able to get it on trade, but we'll see. Alright, then we just need void manipulation. Alright, those links are done. Now let's get impressions. And then we need to put Tribal Fury on there for the splash damage. Alright, let's see. Okay, opalescent, silver, and golden. Do I have any more golden oils? I don't think I do. Gotta buy them all.
I should raise my fees. Well, make it happen. All in order. I'll let you know.
Fuck.
All in order. I'll let you know.
Oh yeah, we need to get. Let's see. Get a non-corrupted version of this. I guess we could get a corrupted version of it too. We need that max cold res though. Gotta squeeze every little bit of resistances out of these unique items as we can. And we need to get, let's see, I need to get the aspect of the cat on one of these rings. Let's see. Might be able just to get it on trade. See what resistances will we need. We always swap the resistances out, but I definitely need lightning and chaos. Let's see if there's even one on the market. Damn, only 2 on the market. Holy shit. Looks like we'll take it. We will take it. We can switch out that prefix. Well, actually, you know what? I probably won't switch out the prefix. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'll keep it. Alright, so we need strength on... Oh, that's right. We need to get on the helmet. And then I'll need to get max life and fire. Fire res. Yeah, we could go for this one right here. Perfect.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So what I'll need to do is I will need to finagle this somehow. Let's see how we're going to do this. I guess we could just go for it on the tree. Damn, it does not want to give me despair effect. That's crazy. It's alright, we'll roll it in a second. I need to figure out this real quick. Yeah, it changes frenzies to the other type, but I'm gonna have Ralakesh's Impatience. See, these boots mitigate that downside. So whenever you have those that belt, any one of the belts that change the charges, you can get the corresponding boots to mitigate the downside of the belt.
It's a gilded wonder.
You know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Here we go. Put this Astro Menace on, then we'll put this on. Then we can put this on. There we go. There we go. All fixed. Right. You're right. It doesn't. But I'm gonna have frenzy charge generation though. Well, actually, what I was going to do was I was going to do Flickerstrike of power, but where is the? Now that you said that, I can't even remember how I was doing that in this build. That's why originally I put Flickerstrike of power in there, but I was going to try to do regular Flickerstrike, and then I forgot what I was doing to generate the frenzy charges. Fuck. Yeah, we might have to just go Flickerstrike of power. But either way, the snake bite, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Fucking retarded, dude. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Dude, I swear to God, I'm fucking, my brain is just dead sometimes, dude. I forgot I switched it out for aspect of the cat. So there's your frenzy charges. Here. There's your frenzy charges. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. You have to, yeah, I'm going to have to go Flickerstrike. You're right, because Aspect of the Cat won't do it. If you change the charges, it only gave you the charges from the belt. You're right. Good call. So then that means I don't even have to use ferals. I can use something else now. No, well, wait. No, that's not correct. Because I'll still gain the maximum number of power charges, so I'll have to use Flickerstrike of power. Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's why I'd originally put it in the POB. For some reason, I was thinking that it wasn't going to change it. I don't know why I was thinking that. All right, let's see. Sometimes I put these together, dude. I'm like fucking exhausted. My brain doesn't work right. Okay, well, there's not one with... Well, there might be. Hold on. I chose the Vol version. Alright, well, this one's 50 Divine. It's the only one on the market. No, you don't. You don't have to get less duration. It just doesn't feel as good as if you don't have it. If you don't have it. But it's not necessary. You don't have to have that. All right, we'll just do regular Flickerstrike right now, power, without the chance to poison in it, and then once we get yeah, this will work. I want to test out. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're not at 20. Like I said before, dude, I'm just testing this out. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work. I'm not saying this is like 100% going to work and it's going to be a good build. This is just an idea that I'm testing out. But I want to try to make this work because it's like a cool concept, but it might even be better played on a different ascendancy. I was just trying to test it out and figure it out. I wanted to level up a shadow anyway. But let's see. We need to get... I need more int. All right, well, I'm going to have to farm up. I'm going to have to farm up more currency to put this together anyway. And I'm about to get off, so I'll hit some heist and we'll get it put together by the weekend. We'll play the gauntlet for like Thursday and Friday. We'll play the gauntlet Thursday and Friday, and then we'll hop back on this build like Sunday or something. All right, fellas. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody check out the podcast with Dreamcore. It was a good one. I will see you guys